Flying already kind of unpleasant for a lot of people, even before you factor in the pandemic.
Yeah, a recent report by the Arizona Public Interest Research Group shows airline complaints have increased big time during the pandemic. Elliot Polikoff is live at Skyport to break down what exactly travelers are frustrated about and what you can do about it. Elliot.
Yeah, Jamie, back in the beginning of this pandemic, it was not too common to see people complaining, but that number has just risen as the pandemic has started. It got up to a high of 22,000 complaints per day in May of 2020. Now it's in the number of about 5,000 to 6,000, but still, that's a pretty big rise from the 1,000 to 2,000 that were pre-pandemic as we get deeper into the holiday season.
If things aren't right, they're really slow and reluctant to fix it.
Phoenix native Christian Black can remember last year's nightmare flying experience like it was yesterday.
I got stranded in Dallas, okay? My flight left 5 minutes after our connecting flight landed. They knew we were gonna be late, but they left us stranded. So I literally spent the night on the floor at Dallas-Fort Worth.
Delays and cancellations were one of the leading airline complaints in the Public Interest Research Group's report. But the biggest source of frustration? Getting a refund on flights.
We've seen just a lack of refunds being given out and people complaining about that, whether it be that they didn't get enough money back or that they just didn't get money back at all.
Report author Jacob Van Cleef says that one common way that airlines approach the refund process is by offering vouchers or flight credits instead. But he says these often come with conditions that take the control out of the consumer's hands.
I would always advise don't take a credit or voucher if you want a refund. Fight for the refund and really try to stay in there.
Van Cleef says no matter what type of complaint you have, the best way to deal with it is to talk to an airline representative in person, as well as filing a complaint with the Department of Transportation online. But travelers still aren't confident this will solve the bigger issue.
I always expect delays and challenges anyways, but it definitely seems like it's gotten worse since the pandemic.
They need to be a little bit more sensitive. They need to be a little more flexible. They need to be a little bit more, faster turnarounds on customer issues.
You think it'll happen at least in the airline industry?
Sadly, no. I mean, I've been flying since I was a little kid, and they kind of have the upper hand.
We've attached the link to the Department of Transportation complaint form on our website, azfamily.com. And there are some airlines that have more complaints than others. Some of the ones that have the most are Frontier, Hawaiian, and United. And the ones that have the least, that would be Allegiant and Southwest. Live at Sky Harbor Airport, Elliot Polikoff, Arizona's fan.